Introduction. Facebook is a massive traffic monster. As of this writing, it has over 1.3 billion, and that's with a capital B, daily active users. Think about that. Over 1.3 billion people using the same website day after day. On top of this, it continues to grow. Also, when people are on Facebook, they pretty much stay there, and they view page after page of content. In fact, on a month-to-month basis, as of 2017, Facebook has slightly over 2 billion monthly active users. Of all Americans, 79% use Facebook at some level or another. If this wasn't impressive enough, the next platform that gets the highest percentage of American users is Instagram, which is owned by Facebook. Instagram clocks in at 32% of American usage. Among U.S. residents, 53% reportedly use Facebook several times a day. In terms of the world's total population, more than 22% of people on the planet use Facebook with some level of frequency. The point is, Facebook is a massive traffic monster. You really can't afford to miss out on Facebook and its marketing potential. If this wasn't impressive enough, wait, it gets even more mind-blowing. Once people log into Facebook, the system basically keeps tight surveillance on them. And the crazy thing is that this is all done with their permission. When you sign up for Facebook, there is a user license agreement that you must consent to. Unless you read the fine print, you wouldn't become fully aware that once you sign in, every like, comment, share, as well as pages that you liked and even ads that you clicked will be monitored by Facebook. It's as if by watching your behavior, Facebook can make educated guesses as to what your interests are and can then show you advertising that fits those interests. Sounds pretty fair, right? Well, this extends across the board. That's right. Every group you join, as well as interactions on Messenger, are monitored, tracked, and targeted by Facebook. This is not lightweight targeting, mind you. When it comes to fine laser targeting of demographic groups based on individual user behavior, nothing even comes close to Facebook. As awesome as these traffic statistics, advertising technologies, and promotion potential may be, I've got some bad news to report. Too many businesses still fail to fully leverage Facebook. This training teaches you the best ways to promote on Facebook. It also gives you step-by-step instructions so you can engage in Facebook marketing with a higher than average chance of success. 10 common Facebook marketing mistakes. There are very common marketing mistakes that even promotion veterans commit on Facebook. It seems like even the very best of us are not immune to these common mistakes. It's a good idea, if you want to save a lot of time, effort, and money at this point, to become aware of these mistakes. This will decrease the likelihood that you will probably commit these same errors. Starting off paid campaigns with a bang. Do not start off your paid campaigns with a bang. Start with a free campaign first. Build your audience organically. Get some consumer intelligence. Then you should have the information you need to put together an experimental paid marketing campaign. Start low and slow. The worst thing you can do is to jump in with a massive budget and absolutely no clue. Starting a paid campaign with an immature page. If your page is very new or there's really not that much engagement yet, you might want to hold off on a paid campaign. You simply don't have enough target audience profiling information to base a successful paid campaign on. Using mass content posters with discovery tools. Many marketers use some sort of one-size-fits-all mass promotions tool for Facebook. They would discover all sorts of Facebook groups and pages, and then they would use this tool to spam those areas. Don't do that. You're not doing your brand any favors when you do that. All you're really doing is you're spamming. It's only a matter of time until you get banned. Promoting direct affiliate links or direct sales page links. There's an old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. By the same token, you can get a lot of people on Facebook to click on your links, but don't expect them to convert once they go to that affiliate sales page or your own direct sales page. Why won't people buy? After all, they did click on your ad, right? Answer: they haven't been properly qualified. In many cases, they click out of curiosity. Maybe they clicked by mistake. Whatever the case, you still did not get a sale. Posting direct links is not the way to go. You have to build confidence. You have to build trust first. Pulling random content and curating them based solely on keywords. You can't be lazy and just set Facebook publication tools up to just pull any and all content from Facebook that has something to do with your keywords and then just blast them out. You're just spamming when you do that. You have to be very deliberate and careful regarding the kind of content, whether curated or not, that you will associate with your brand. Rotating and republishing the same content over and over again. Have you ever gone to a Facebook page and it seems like all the content got reposted over and over again within the same day? The idea behind this practice is that the more Facebook audience members see the content, the more likely they will click through. It looks like you're just spamming your page fans over and over again. Don't be surprised if they unlike your page. Wholesale optimization of ads. Another common rookie mistake on Facebook involves paid ads. If you notice that one of your ads is simply not performing, it's very tempting to just come up with a brand new ad by completely replacing the ad with something that looks totally different. When you do this, you really don't know which part of the new ad is succeeding or failing. You're basically taking shots in the dark. If your ad's performance improves, you don't know what caused the improvement. You have to have some sort of strategy or method that will enable you to track where the improvement in your click-through and, ultimately, your conversion rates are coming from. Simply swapping out ads in total or in whole doesn't really give you the data that you need to make effective decisions. Copy and paste competitor ad strategy. Some marketers are so lazy that they would just look at their competitors and essentially just copy their ads. Of course, they're not going to copy word for word, but they still end up failing. How come? Well, your competitor spends a tremendous amount of money optimizing the ads that they're showing. Their ads work. However, you won't get a competitive advantage if you copy them wholesale. You can't just copy somebody's ad without knowing what you're doing. Indeed, only a certain portion of your competitors' ads truly deliver results. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what portion that is, so you're basically taking a wild stab at your ad's design. You may be saying the wrong things at the right time, or you're saying the right things to the wrong people. You end up failing. Quitting paid marketing too early. Many rookie Facebook marketers have a one-time, big-time mindset. They've heard of how awesome Facebook traffic is, so they put together some hard-earned, precious capital to run an ad campaign. If the campaign doesn't work out according to their expectations, they're too quick to pull the plug and quit FB ads altogether. Just because things aren't working out, it doesn't mean that you have to pull the plug on the whole thing. You can stop certain campaigns and start new ones and operate with the same budget. You can make modifications of your existing campaigns. Failing like a huge train wreck. Have you ever seen a slow-motion train wreck? It's quite sad because it's all too predictable, but you can't turn your head and look the other way. You want to know what's coming next. You know, at the back of your head, what exactly is going to happen, but it's so slow, so massive, that you just can't help but look. Your Facebook marketing campaign can proceed the same way. You know that the campaign is failing, but you can't quite put your finger on the cause. So you just go through the motions like a deer with its eyes caught in the headlights. Why not choose to learn how to fail quickly? Since you're not going to make 100% of your shots, learn to live with this fact and move on. Learn to fail quickly using a tiny budget. This way, you can run many different experiments. Even though the vast majority of them are failures, that's okay. You only spend a fairly small amount of money figuring out winning ads. Please understand the nature of the 10 mistakes above. Imagine yourself being in situations where these mistakes are likely to take place. Learn how to spot them well in advance. Prepare your plan B, should you find yourself committing these mistakes. The 8 most effective ways to market on Facebook. Let's get one thing clear. There are so many ways to market on Facebook. In fact, the only limit to how you can get people to go to your website or learn about your brand or cause is limited by your imagination. As long as you can post a link to an outside site doing something on FB, that activity is a potential traffic generator. Still, regardless of the huge amount of possibilities there are to market on Facebook, 8 stand out in terms of efficiency, effectiveness, and return on investment. This is just a broad overview of what I will describe fully in this training. Facebook page marketing, Facebook group marketing, influencer page outreach, paid page boost campaigns, paid traffic campaign, paid lead generation campaign, Facebook pixel retargeting campaign. How to optimize your Facebook ad campaigns. This is a nice mix of both free and paid promotion methods on Facebook. Facebook page marketing. One of the most obvious ways to market on Facebook is to set up a fan page for your business, your brand, or your cause. Facebook actively promotes this feature of its website. What it doesn't tell you is the fact that Facebook has been actively modifying its algorithm to the point that you're going to have very popular content for you to reach most of the people who have expressed interest in whatever it is you're promoting. Put simply, not all the people who liked your page will get to see your updates. In fact, in most cases, only a small fraction of those people will get to see your updates. Sadly, Facebook is actively working to limit the free traffic exposure you would get until you can prove to it that your content is really popular with your page's fans. Here are the steps you should follow to market on Facebook. Step number 1, find your competitors on Facebook. The first thing that you need to do is to avoid reinventing the wheel. You need to avoid trying to figure things out on a completely hit or miss basis. Instead, reverse engineer your competitors. Let them do your homework for you. How? Well, find them on Facebook and learn from what they are doing. Step number 2, get the industry standard look and come up with your own take. Every niche has an industry standard in terms of social media profile, brand appearance, and content strategy. The sooner you understand this, the sooner you will be poised to achieve social media marketing success on Facebook. The longer it takes you to learn this, the longer you will struggle. Understand that your niche audience has become familiar with how certain brands or websites are positioned on social media. If they can't make heads or tails of your social media brand, they probably would not like your page. It may seem weird to them because it seems so far off from the industry standard. Your job at this step is to figure out the industry standard look, content strategy, and other elements and come up with your own take. Step number 3, reverse engineer your competitors' content strategy and curate. Lots of business owners would post hot content on their social media accounts as well as their blogs. Sadly, 9 times out of 10 that content goes nowhere. People don't click on it, share it, comment, or otherwise engage. What these publishers are doing is basically gambling their content would resonate with their audience. Don't do that. Instead, pay attention to what your competitors are doing and look for patterns. If you notice that your competitors keep sharing content regarding the same type of theme or topic, they may be onto something. They wouldn't waste all this time, effort, and energy talking about the same stuff over and over unless, of course, it connects to their audience at some level or another and produced results. Now, to verify this, look at how many times that piece of content got shared or liked. That should give you some sort of objective proof that this content actually resonates with your target audience members. When you reverse engineer your competitors, you are essentially copying their strategy to reach the same eyeballs that you're trying to reach. This also applies to content curation, where you take content that is published by other people and you promote it on your social media platform. This creates a win-win situation because you're not ripping off this content. You are copying the content's link, including a short commentary, and allowing people to click on the link. This creates a win-win situation. The publishers of this content get traffic. You get to build credibility because you're sharing information that your target audience members would actually be interested in, and this leads to the possibility that they would like your page. Once you have built up enough page likes, you can then start sharing your own content, which leads to direct traffic to your website. Step number 4, pick the best performing or most popular type of content and scale up. Post content for a few weeks. Keep publishing, and then look at the content that gets the most engagement. Which shared materials get the most likes, the most shares, the most comments? At some point, you're going to ignore other types of content and focus on the ones that perform the best. For example, if you have a Facebook page on Chihuahuas and you notice that third-party articles on Chihuahua houses get a lot of shares, likes, and comments, you might want to eliminate most other types of content and focus on Chihuahua houses because those get the most love from your audience. Step number 5, come up with your own version. Come up with your own version of winning content. For example, you know that Chihuahua houses get a lot of love and are very popular on your page. Come up with your own articles about that topic. These articles, of course, drive traffic directly to your blog or your online store. These have to be at the same level of quality as your third-party content, or better. Pay attention to how your curated popular content talks about the topic and adopt the same style but deliver something better. Maybe you should offer longer information, more up-to-date information, or blog posts that have multimedia elements like videos and graphics. Whatever you need to do, come up with content that basically blows away all the other content that you feature on your page. Step number 6, promotions, photo tagging by your users. This is a free promotion technique. Tell your page fans that you're going to give them some sort of digital freebie. Maybe it's a graphic badge. Maybe you're going to mention their name on a post. Maybe you're going to give them a free ebook or some sort of free software. Whatever the case may be, tell the people who like your page to tag their friends on photos that you're going to post. Now, these photos, of course, must draw attention to your brand, your website, or your Facebook page. You're not just having them tag a photo. This photo has to say something. It should be promotional in nature. The more photo tags you get, the higher the chance that you will get a lot more page likes and also clicks to your website from Facebook. The best news? You don't have to offer money. In fact, studies indicate that money offers aren't all that effective. It's much better to offer some sort of specialty graphic or digital goodie like a free book or booklet, or maybe a discount code. Step number 7, promotions. Comments by your users. Use the same rules as in step 6, but instead of photo tagging, get your page fans to post comments. It would also help tremendously if the comment includes the name of the people on the commenter's friends list. I leave it up to you how to craft this, but obviously, the more tags there are in the comments, and the more engaging the comments, the more popular your posts become. Step number 8, call your users to action. If you have people who have already liked your page, post occasional reminders to them that they should invite their friends. This works because birds of a feather flock together. Seriously, the main reason why you are friends with people in the first place is because they share roughly the same set of interests as you. People who share basically the same pool of interest tend to attract each other. Take advantage of this fact by calling your page fans to action so they can invite their friends. Step number 9, use insights to promote your page. As much as possible, I would go through step 1 to step 8 and master all steps before I go ahead with step 9. With step 9, you're going to be shelling out money to promote your page. After a couple of months, you can use Facebook's very robust audience profiling system called Insights to promote your page. You will know the right demographic, and you will also know the right posts and content to promote. Step number 10, boost your most popular content. Use Facebook's lookalike audience system to find people who are not currently fans of your page. This feature in Facebook's ad system enables you to reach new audiences who share roughly the same interests as the people who have already demonstrated an interest in your page. You're basically using Facebook's very powerful interest targeting system in terms of demographics and interests to get new eyeballs to your page. This can lead to more likes, which can lead to more readers of your content. From that point, you can then run targeted ads.